Talking guinea pigs. Kids' dreams, adults' nightmare. What can you say about this movie? I don't know why every time a movie is produced by Jerry Bruckheimer that they have to commercialize and advertise that to the extent, to the very end, because I mean, everything you saw about any one of his movies you see produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, I'm sorry, but that's not going to make it a good movie just because he's producing it. I went in this movie with little to no expectations, which I heard was the good attitude to go in with. And I'm not saying I didn't have fun with it, because I usually try to have as much fun with the movie as I can as possible. Now, this movie, it's your typical family movie that follows cliche and just some boring. I mean, the stupidest one-liners. This movie throws out the dumbest things you can think of. I mean, you know, just every one-liner that you hear people just say, you know, just like all the time is just thrown out in this movie for comedy that's just not funny at all. And I've seen almost every one of these jokes before. And, you know, a lot of action was taken out, and it was just really boring. I mean, of course, I wasn't expecting Pixar when I went into this. I wasn't expecting the Up of this year, anything close to Upper Coraline, or even Monster vs. Aliens that I've seen this year. Nothing's, I mean, Ice Age was definitely better than this. We've had a lot more better animation this year. But this thing was just so stupid. I mean, all the other movies tried to, you know, derive away from what they can of what is cliche about a kid's movie. I mean, family movies have been good this year. We've had some pretty good family movies, but this one's just so stupid. Like, you could tell by the trailers. I mean, they just throw out the most obvious things you can think of. Everything that happens, you can see happening. I mean, it's seriously solely intended for kids. You will not enjoy it if you're about the age of, like, 9. I mean, maybe 10-year-olds will like it, and maybe some other people will like it, but I can't imagine anybody else liking it. Because, like, if you go read, I mean, because all the little kids love it. If you watch some of the reviews with little kids reviewing it, they love it. I mean, it's the best thing ever. I mean, it's better than Coraline, it's better than Ice Age. Ice Age wasn't that good, but still. I mean, they think it's just so much better than that because it's just, like, you know, cheap humor that nobody above that age will find funny, and I can't even talk about that. Don't get me wrong, there are some enjoyable parts, there are some very enjoyable parts, but they're immediately followed by just, you know, disgrace of cinema and just, I mean, yeah, I feel dumb talking about a movie called G-Force about talking guinea pigs this way, but the voice cast and the people cast was good. They had Bill Nye and Zach Galifianakis. I mean, I love those two people, and they just were very underused and just, I mean, I don't know if they were trying to make it so Bill Nye's character and Leonard Taylor so over the top that it was funny, or just so badly executed that it would just come off as funny to some other people, but the kids don't actually notice that. I mean, kids aren't going to notice that that's like almost a spoof of other movies, if that's what they were trying for, because that one line in the trailer, it's not easy taking over the world. I mean, I think kids are going to take that more seriously than when everybody else was just kind of thinking that they were joking. Jerry Bruckheimer, he's done some good, the Pirates of the Caribbean series, National Treasure, but he's also done some crap. I mean, he's no Michael Bay, but, you know, this guy is just, you know, I don't know what he was thinking with this movie. With other hits, I mean, we had The Ugly Children and Orphan this weekend, so there's not that big of a choice. I mean, I much prefer to see Harry Potter a second time, or I don't know if I would rather see The Ugly Children. I haven't seen that yet, but Orphan was definitely better than this. Orphan was a lot more entertaining, and I think I'd give Orphan like a 6. I'll probably move it up to a 6.5 or 7 after seeing this. But this movie, if you're going into it, do not expect anything. I don't know why you'd be going into it unless you have little kids. I would just leave the little kids in the theater and just go see something else. Now, this is a perfect movie for kids. Dumb humor that doesn't have to be ironic or actually genuinely smart or funny. It can just be that. It doesn't have to have good writing. The action doesn't even have to be top-notch, nor does the animation. It's just stimulation for their young brains. I'm not saying there's a lot of smart little moviegoers out there today, but I can understand why they like this movie. I just think there's a lot better things out right now. I mean, there's not that much of a choice of what to see, but this movie is below average. It's a lot below average. I mean, it's really not that hard. I mean, I don't mind the concept. The concept's, yeah, family movie, I understand that. The concept, the goofy concept's not what bugs me. It's just how it's not that hard to go away from cliche. It's because cliche is so known that you would obviously drive away from it. But they don't. I mean, it's so obvious that it's there for adult writers. But, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 10. I feel like I went really hard on this one, but I think it kind of deserved it. So, I'm not against family movies or kid animation, talking animals or anything. I just didn't think this was one of the betters. Alright, so see you guys.